Hey guys, this is Domino2810, and today this is going to be a little bit of a different video. Something that I kind of wanted to go over was my social experiment that I'm trying on social media. One that's kind of half-baked.
Get out my oven! Go to your home.
But what this is more so just to see how people react to a simple statement. Now, to some people will think this statement is inflammatory or incendiary or whatever, but to others will look at it as like, okay, whatever, right? Now, the statement that I had made on a social media platform called Threads, which is in conjunction with Instagram, I said something simple. I said, I will make fun of you if you're a liberal. Now, in context, of course, the political temperatures are a little high on both sides, and we're seeing quite a bit of tension. And the reason why I had this thought was, well, if you're going to get made fun of, are you going to be aggressive, or are you going to ask the question of why do you feel that way? So the first thing that I wanted to do is test liberals. I am a conservative after all. And then it dawned on me while I was engaging with the public on this that, oh, you know what would be great? Let me do this on the right as well. I'm going to test this on both sides because I genuinely want to know how people will react if you say a statement, honestly, as harmless as I will make fun of you if you're this side of the political party or not, without even knowing who I am or what my affiliations to what party is. How are you going to react? Now, obviously, in this venture of mine, I was immediately met with tons of insults. Constant. And what was funny about it is the people who were going in like all the way and insulting me thought that they were actually winning something and calling out, oh, you just got ratioed. Now, mind you, I added my own insults in there along with it. Why? Well, it's to prove a point that when one person insults another and then it goes back and forth, well, nothing really gets done. You don't really get anywhere. All that you do is just build hate for each other, and that you don't even know why you did it in the first place. But if you come in and ask the question, then you can have a conversation and have a good faith conversation at that. But people don't have the emotional capacity to be able to start off that way because the tensions are high. It's called emotional control. At least I'm deeming that term. And if you don't have the ability to do that, well, it's only going to lead to more violence. As Charlie Kirk once said, when you stop having the conversation, all that comes is going to be violence. So I was showing that, yeah, we're going to continue going back and forth. And by the way, I suck at insults, okay? I'm the worst. I want to do this on the other side as well. I will reiterate that again. I want to gaslight the hell out of the right with a simple term saying, I will make fun of you if you're MAGA, right? Simple. I want to see how they respond. I'm sure I'm going to get met with pretty equal stuff, but I'm also curious of how often will I be questioned. I want to get to the bottom of that. And then I want to have good faith conversation by just asking the question of why do you feel the way that you do on your political side? I want to test all three of these because I think it's going to get to the bottom of a couple things really quickly in ways that people didn't realize. And the reason why I'm going so hard into the inflammatory thing is simple. Because I want people to become self-aware of how they react and respond rather than going off into the deep end with certain things. and maybe just have an engaging conversation. Whether you agree with each other or not, you should not have any hate in your heart towards the other person. The reason why we have what's called here in this country a democracy is because people of a majority will vote on certain laws and policies that will then get passed through. Now, the fact of the matter is the country did vote for our current president, and the policies that are in place, that's all been voted on. Now, as far as we can get into the weeds about polls and all that other stuff, about approval ratings and all that, but that doesn't really get anywhere now, does it? And being inflammatory towards somebody because of their beliefs won't get you anywhere. And that's what I wanted to prove, is there's a difference between making fun and insulting, okay? That's what people need to understand the differences on the terms. When you're making fun of somebody, you're not necessarily dehumanizing them. You're more so criticizing them. You're giving a critique on what they like or what they don't like. But it doesn't mean that you're going to completely dehumanize them. Unlike what us on the right will receive is, oh, you're a Nazi, you're a fascist, you're a PDF protector, right? But that doesn't actually characterize us or actually properly define us. It's just a baseless insult. And why insult? Does it make you feel better? Is it supposed to hurt my feelings that you are saying things that aren't true about me? That's the question. Because then it begs the question, what is your character? Is that how you would be with anybody else? Or just against people who you dislike or you disagree with? Look, there's people out there I don't like, but I'm not going to go out of my way. Now, you've noticed in my videos as well that I'll definitely make fun, because I was always teased and made fun of. I was always joked on, and had been brought up around some rough situations. But I rolled with the punches, and it's fine. I'm still standing, and I'm alive, and I didn't have to go fight anybody because of it. Because whatever they say isn't true, and it's not going to really hold anything over me. So that's kind of why I thought this strange social experiment that I'm probably not qualified to do is why I'm going to do it. Even if I'm not qualified, I'm an American, and I'm free to do what I want. Unfortunately, I can't do it to the conservatives just yet because, well, I kind of locked myself out of my Instagram. Yeah, so I didn't remember my password. I was trying to log into my PC, and what ended up happening is it said that I needed to do a reset password. So I did a reset password. I was like, okay, it's pretty simple, it's pretty standard. I'll just do that. It's fine. So I created a new password. And as soon as I tried to get logged in, it said I needed an authentication code from my Authenticator app. Well, nobody knows this, but I did a factory reset on this phone about a couple months ago, trying to get the new update from my Galaxy because it just would never update. And it didn't work. So I lost all my security codes and my 2FAs, all that stuff. And I can't get access to my Instagram now. It says that I need that, or I did the other alternative, which is doing a video selfie, and I had got to wait like 48 hours for that. So until I can get access to that Instagram, it's going to be a minute till I can get an update on that. But I am going to get into, in another video, show the kind of responses that I was given. And I'll take the time to make sure that I block out names. I don't want to put anybody on blast because that's just not fair, right? That I don't believe in that. Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel. And I'll also show where people that I had gotten response from actually asked the questions, and we had an engaging conversation. Some of them agreed that what I was doing is actually an interesting experiment. Some others thought I was just trying to gaslight people. And others, of course, They thought I was backtracking because I was getting smoked in the comments, which, guys, I don't give a fuck about what you say about me. I know I have a big ego, but I also don't care. It's people on the internet, right? I am trying to build a community here where we can actually get past a couple of our own differences and try to come together on a couple things that we can relate with. Because the reality is, there's a lot of music we like different movies, we like games, we like doing things, we like certain foods and drinks, and because we're human and we find enjoyment in things. And I want to be that kind of collective where we can make fun of each other, but we can also be respectful of each other. Leave the politics out as far as being personal, right? But just have a civil discourse. And if you can agree to disagree, perfect. Because you know what? That's the best part about being an American, is you have the right to believe what you want. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to go over what this social experiment is going to be and keep an eye out for it. I'm pretty excited to see what the results will be and if maybe we can come to a conclusion of how to fix this. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, be genuine, be real, and be you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!